Welcome, my dear students. Today I came with a very interesting topic, GCD of two numbers. Dear students, in this video lecture, we are going to see finding the GCD of two numbers. This is my ninth video lecture of computer programming through C. The code of subject is 1600302. Dear students, I am preparing this video based on SBTE syllabus. So, ninth lecture belongs from Unit 2. The name of unit is Algorithm for Problem Solving. Let's start our session. So this is the content of our today video lecture. In this video lecture, we are going to see the concept of algorithm and flowchart. Then we will see the coding path of our program, how to finding the GCD of two numbers. Then we will see how our codes are working. So we are going to collect the analyzation part here. Then we will see reference and summary. So before going to jump in coding of our program to finding the GCD of two numbers, I just want to give the mathematical concept how we are going to find the GCD of two number. In mathematical concept, it says that the greatest common divisor of two or more integer is the largest positive integer that divides the given integer value without remainder. Dear students, according to the mathematics, it says that if you want to find the GCD of any two numbers, then we will have to find the factors of two numbers, and among the common factors of two numbers, we will select the largest positive factor, and that becomes the GCD of two numbers. So the second point helps you to understand the first point. Here we have a two number 8 and 12. Then we have a three factors 1, 2 and 4. Factors means 8 and 12. These two numbers will be completely divisible by 1, 2 and 4. That means the remainder will be 0. When we divide 12 by 4, the remainder should be 0. When we divide 8 by 4, then remainder will be 0. If the remainder will be 0, then we can say that the number is factor of the given number. So we have a two number 8 and 12, and the factors we have 1, 2 and 4. So these two number having a factors 1, 2 and 4, and these are the common factors among these two number. Now we will select the largest positive integer among these factors based on the definition of GCD mathematical concept. So we have 4 as the largest common factor. So 4 become the GCD of 8 and 12. Dear students, there are various names for GCD. Some place it is written as a HCF, that is called highest common factor. Some place may be written as the greatest common factor. Some place maybe it is written as a highest common divisor or greatest common measure. So please don't be confused. All names refers the greatest common divisor only. Now we will see the definition of a algorithm. Dear students, previous video I clearly explained about the algorithm and flowchart. In this video lecture, I just want to give a brief introduction about the algorithm. So algorithm is a step-by-step procedure. In other words, we can say that it's a well-defined procedure which help us to execute a program in certain order to get the desired output. In other words, we can say algorithm is a set of instructions designed in such a way to perform the specific task. So our desired output is the specific task. Clear? Now, our algorithm, if I am writing algorithm, how our algorithm should be. That means I am talking about the quality or characteristics of a algorithm. So our algorithm should be clear and unambiguous. That means each step must be a clear without having any confusion. Our algorithm must have input and output. Both should be well defined. Our algorithm should be language independent. That means it should be not depend on any particular language. Then our algorithm should be finiteness. That means our algorithm must terminate after running, else it become infinite. So our algorithm must having a finiteness. Our algorithm should feasible in nature. So these are the 6 basic quality or characteristics of algorithm. Apart from these 6, many are there. So just for your reference, I am giving these 6. Now we will see how to write the algorithm to find GCD of two numbers using for loop. Before going to start the writing of algorithm, we will keep 3 points in our mind. What are the 3 points here? First point, we are going to get two numbers from the user as a input. Then second point, we are going to perform the operation on that two numbers to get the GCD. Third step, we are going to use for loop to calculate the GCD of two numbers. Now we are going to write the steps of a algorithm. So step 1, we will start the program. Step 2, we are going to get two numbers n1 and n2 from the users through the input device. So input device means as a keyboard. Now step 3rd, we are going to initialize the variable GCD as 0. That means initial value of the GCD is 0. That means by default GCD variable hold a value 0. So the compiler will not collect the garbage value, because any number which is added with the 0, the same number, nothing will change. Step 4, we are going to initialize the counter I as 1. This I we are going to use in the for loop. Then 5th step is the important step here. We are using the concept of the for loop. This for loop is going to check the condition based on our instruction which is entered. Then 6th step, the GCD will be calculated and it will be printed out. Then 7th, stop the program. So we have a 7 steps here as an algorithm to find GCD of two numbers using for loop. Now this is the flowchart. Based on the algorithm, this flowchart is prepared. Actually, as I told you, In the previous video, already I explained flowchart. So here just I am giving the brief introduction about the flowchart. Flowchart means it's a pictorial representation of the algorithm. That means what we have written in the algorithm as a step by step, the same thing we are going to represent by using some symbols. In flowchart, each symbol having their own meaning. So start, our program will be start from here. Now we are getting the input from the user as a N1 and M2. These are the two inputs we are getting from the user. Now this decision making symbols is there, that is called diamond. Now here they are checking the condition by using the for loop, and then finally they are finding the GCD, and our GCD will be stored here, and finally the program will be in dot. So this is the exact pictorial representation of algorithm of finding the GCD of two numbers. Now this is our source code. This is our program. Dear students, I make you very simple to understand how our program is working to finding the greatest common divisor of any two numbers. This is our header file stdio.h, that means standard input output as a header file. Then we started the main function. Now int is a data type here. We have a 4 variable here. That 4 variables comes under the integer data type. Number 1, that is num1, num2, I, GCD. These are the 4 variable data type, variable integer. Now printf is a statement. So printf, I am giving please enter 2 integer value. They are integer. They are asking 2 integer value from the user. Now through the scanf we are getting the 2 integer value from the user. So num1 and num2 is the 2 integer value accepting from the user. Now for loop is here. So as I told you in the previous slide, I initializes as 1. So I already initialized as a 1. So I equal to 1, I less than equal to num1, and I less than equal to num2, and I plus plus. So here two conditions they are checking. This is how this is working. So initial value of I is 1. Now checking the condition here, I less than equal to num1 and I less than equal to num2. Now increment. So here increment one by one, each step it's incrementing value. Then we are also using the concept of the if. So if now checking the condition here, if num modulus of I equal to 0, that means remainder should be 0 as I told you, and num2 modulus of I equal to 0, then GCD is equal to I. That means if the modulus is equal to 0, that means remainder will be 0, then only we can consider as a GCD. That means that number only becomes the factor of the given number. So this is the condition, this is the for loop, and this is the if condition we are using to check whether it's a factor or not. Clear? Now printf statement we used. So GCD of two number is num1, num2 and GCD. This is the printf number, printf statement. So dear students, printf and scanf are the two statements which belongs under the standard input output header file. So our program will start from the int main function. So as I told you in previous video, our program will be start from main function, and each program having only one main function. That means we may have other functions but one only having a main function. So this is all about our source code for the finding GCD of two numbers using for loop. So this is the output. So we have taken two number as an input, 8 and 12. Then the GCD of 8 and 12 is 4. Clear? Now this is our analyzation part. That means here we are going to see how our codes are working. So first point, we use printf statement. That means by this statement we are taking the two integer value from the user through the input device. Second point, two integer entered by the user that is stored in num1 and num2, because these two value, these two I consider as a variable, num1 and num2. So this two integer value is going to be stored in num1 and num2. Then we are using for loop for the iteration, for checking the condition. So I is checking here. Now fourth step, we are checking the modulus. That means we use if statement to check whether num1 divided by I or num2 also divided by I. If equal to 0, then we can go ahead. So modulus means we are checking the factor value here. This fifth point says that in each iteration, that means each condition, for loop का condition जब हम लोग check करते हैं तो हर एक के बाद एक increment होती है, that is called iteration. So in each iteration, if both num1 and num2 are exactly divisible by I, the I is assigned to GCD. So that I is assigned to GCD. That means GCD will be get or store that value. Last point says here, when the for loop is completed, the greatest common divisor of two number is stored in the GCD. So when for loop is completed, that means all the iteration is done by the for loop, then the greatest common divisor of the two numbers is finally stored in the GCD. So by this 6 point, I try to give a better picture or better understanding how our programs worked out. I hope, my dear students, it's clear for you and it's make you more easy to understand our coding, how our coding is working for finding the GCD of two numbers in C programming language. Now for your reference, I am playing one video here. Just watch it out. Dear students, here I am consider two numbers. What is our two numbers here? 24 and 60. These two numbers I have taken as an input from the user. Now we are calculating the factor of 24 and factor of 60 separately. So this is the factor of 24 and this is the factor of 60. So what are the factors of 24? These are the factor of 24 and these are the factor of 60. Now we will check the common factor of 24 and 60. Then what are the common factors here? 2, 2 and 3. So 2, 2 and 3 are the common factors of 24 and 60. Then we have a 2 into 2 into 3. So this is the GCD for our 24 and 60 will become 12, right? This 12. See here. So 2 into 2, here 2 is one factor, gune 2, another factor gune 3. So this is 12. So at 12 is our GCD of GCD of 24 and 60. I hope it's clear for you, my dear students. So this is one best way I can explain you how our GCD coding will work in C programming language. So summary of our today lecture is, I hope you understood about the concept of algorithm and flowchart. We also learned about how coding is working to find the GCD of two numbers. And the third point, it's mentioned here, hopefully you successfully understood about the concept how GCD work by using for loop. This is the reference. Kindly go through this reference for better and clear understanding. I have given here one YouTube link. Please visit this YouTube link to acquire more knowledge. And two books I have mentioned here. These are the well familiar book for the C programming. Thank you, my dear students. We will meet in the next video lecture.